welcome back, cool beans and cool witches. I hope that you had an awesome vacation, holiday time. Of course, in this house, this King of Queens house. Well, let me ask you, which holiday is forbidden in the King of Queens house? But in this house, Thanksgiving is forbidden. But we still had a good time with our little family. But let's talk more about this Rubik's Cube of a house. The set, the exterior design, it's all over the place. This house rotates on a dime. You think the back is the front, you think the side window is on the back, but David Ames from our Facebook King of Queens group, where we always talk about the best of King of Queens and even some of these little Easter eggs, wants to know where this red door leads to. Now, this red door is in the basement. This clip is from when Arthur was downstairs and it was very cold and they were trying to get Arthur to come upstairs. We see this red door behind Doug and Carrie. And as we can tell from these clips, when you come down the basement stairs, it is basically flush across this front side of the wall. This is the front side of the house where this faces the front side of the house, and this is also where the steps would be. And when Arthur was trying to put up pictures and noticed that there was paneling here, he uncovered a window. Now, these windows lead out to the front of the house. Now, we wanted to know where this red door is, and I'm not even seeing it in that picture, but even it's on the other side of that little break in the wall. But as we can see, these windows and the underside of this basement would go under the stairs, even though we know that sometimes the stairs come off to the side. But don't you remember in the pilot episode that on King of Queens, Doug used to have a massive man cave down in the basement before Arthur started to live there? There was even a section of the basement that was popped out to house his bar and his refrigerator and his beer stein collection. And that would be impossible with the basement they have today. Even if they cover that up, this is actually a pushed out part. That wall would be flush across, and that is where the paneling and that red door would be, and Arthur's bed. But that's actually a pushed back section. So unless they had some major reconstruction to this basement, I don't know. I don't even recognize it from another sitcom, what basement it would be. Mike and Molly did have a similar setup with the staircase coming down, and then of course, but most of the TV basements, even on that 70s show, had the stairs in the back and you come down, and then you can see all of the basement area. But yeah, Mike and Molly had two pushed out sections. So where Doug's bar was, they had a little bathroom section or a washer and dryer section. So I don't even think it's that. I don't know where this basement came from, but the new basement just has the flush walls. When you come down the stairs, there's that little closet, and then there's that red door. Now, I could assume, and maybe all of us could assume, that that red door probably goes to maybe some other, housing structure stuff. It's not the water cooler because that's over there by the steps. And even when they move stuff around for Arthur's bathroom that he eventually gets, that's on the right side of the basement, where the washer and dryers are. They just move the washers and dryers out by that water heater. So I really don't know. There's not much space, but perhaps it was the mechanics for that area of the basement when it did have the refrigerator over there, because there still needed to be some kind of, maybe not a water line. That was a vintage refrigerator, so I don't know if he even had like the ice taps, but still there was some mechanics that needed to be going in there for that part of the basement to be a bar. But yeah, let me know if you remember when the basement was a bar. Do you remember the pilot episode? We're so used to seeing the house a different way. The pilot episode kind of gets lost with all the new great episodes. What is it, 8 seasons? It's 25 years, 25 friggin' years. There's even been some live streams on YouTube right now for 25 years of King of Queens. That is awesome. Love the show, miss the show. But as always, leave your comments down below. I'm loving them. The King of Queens comments, y'all are really going off. There have been comments about Deacon. There have been comments about someone that named their tortoise Arthur. Just great fans. I love it. We are going to get back to some other places, but I really wanted to dig into King of Queens right now because I was just having so much fun. The cast, the characters, all of the scenarios, the food. I love it. It's my go-to show. And I will see you next time, but don't you forget, I love you, you demented old circus monkey.